Hey Team Living Fit, happy Monday! Okay, so we are going to start a November push through the fall group. We had an October one. It was really successful for those who showed up. Please do not request to be added to the group if you are not going to participate, if you are not going to follow the guidelines. Any group, any training group that you get invited to or that you have the opportunity, because not everybody does, that you have the opportunity to participate in, it does you absolutely no good if you do not participate, if you don't at least try to participate. So these are the guidelines. Again, the October one was successful for those who gave it their absolute all. So the guidelines are: every single day, we are going to post, we're going to take a picture, we're going to take a screenshot, or you're going to write it, however you want to do it, of your power of 3 that day. I will put a video in there, and if you have no idea what the power of 3 is, and everyone should unless you're brand new, and you're going to screenshot, you're going to write, you're going to just show that you did the power of 3 that day. 2, if you help someone connect to a challenge pack that day, if you help sign a coach that day, if you help someone connect to a program, if you planted some seeds, you're going to share that in there with us. Let me see some of the other guidelines. Hold on one second. So the biggest one is just the power of 3, right? That you are using the power of 3. We're going to be proved that we're using the power of 3. Oh, also, and that's part of the power of 3, you're going to talk about what workout you did that day. Successful coaches work out every single day. They choose a program. They go from start to finish. Give me a second. And then what shake did you drink that day? Did you drink your shake? Did you post on social media? All of that is on the Power of 3 document. Let me go here. Okay, so the requirements for the group are: post your Power of 3 every single day, whether it's completely full, halfway full, not full at all. You're going to post. You're going to post and share about that. You're gonna another really important one. You're gonna post what you took away from your personal development that day. So it's not just I read this book, I listened to the video. You're gonna share a tiny bit of what you learned that day from your personal development, what pages you read, what video, what podcast, and what you took away from it. Number 3, I already talked about this. Anytime you help someone connect to a challenge pack, a product, a coach, sign up, you're going to share, we're going to celebrate. And that's it. Just 3 requirements. But again, there were some people in the October one who did absolutely nothing. They didn't participate. They didn't do any of the requirements, and they got nothing from the group. So again, you're invited to the November push through the fall group only if you're willing to give it your 100%. I know that this last quarter of the year, I know this is my third winter with Beachbody, it gets slower, it gets tougher. It gets tough to motivate others, and it gets tough to be motivated yourself. I know. So that's why we're putting these groups together. We're going to keep ourselves motivated. We're going to keep ourselves accountable to keep doing those small, daily, boring, insignificant actions that move our business forward. The October group, I'm going to be honest with you, really helped me too to stay accountable, because I'm like, okay, I gotta share it, so let me make sure I do my power of 3. It really helps. So another requirement is that you need to have already been through a Coach Basics. This is not a group for a brand new coach, because first you need to learn the basics. But if you are a brand new coach this month and you're going to go through the new Coach Basics training group, you can join us in December. But this is open for anyone, absolutely anyone who wants a push, who wants to stay accountable, who wants to keep growing your business, who has big goals this year. You're not waiting to 2016. You're going to end 2015 with the biggest bang, because we know that the way you finish these last 3 months of the year, now these last 2 months of the year, is how you will set up in 2016. That's another big goal for these push groups. I've seen it time and time again in my business, how I end a year is how I start a brand new year. So anyways, here's the link. Here's the link in the comments to the November push to the group. Request to be added. I will add you. We start today. Look for that video in there where I explain just again the power of 3, just in case you need a refresher. And let's do this again. Please don't ask to be put in there if you're not going to participate, if you're not going to give it your all, because you're wasting your time, you're wasting my time. If you're not ready to be pushed, that's completely okay. Oh, another thing, we had prices in the October one. We had prices for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And the way I do that is everyone who I'm seeing, oh, it was a pinned post. As a pin post, you update the pin post whenever you finish your power of 3 that day. And I just chose winners from week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. So those 4 winners. So there's also prizes in that group. Why? Because we need to stay motivated. We need to stay engaged just to get through these rougher, a little bit more slow, a little bit more tough months. The biggest thing I'm going to say, I know, and then I'll be quiet, personal development. Personal development, guys, if you're struggling, which a lot of coaches are, you're not the only one, double your personal development time. Your personal development time is more crucial right now that you're being more tested, that you're being more challenged, that you're getting more no's. It's when you need more personal development. Pour yourself into personal development every single day. If you don't, you're not going to make it through this last quarter. You're not, because you're going to give up, because you're going to be discouraged, because you're going to be negative. And one of the biggest reasons I see coaches quit is because they are not pouring themselves into personal development. They're not investing in themselves, and so they are not mentally strong, they are not emotionally strong to get over those rough paths that come along your way in this business and in any business and just any aspect of life. So be sure you are doing your personal development, whether you're going to be in the November push group or not. If not, you're not going to make it. And if you do make it, you're kind of just going to be like waiting around for this year to be finished, and you're going to want to pick up in 2016. But it's going to be hard to start with a bang if you don't end this year with a bang. Promise you, this is not my first rodeo, okay? Thanks, guys. And again, look here in the first comments for the link to the group so you can request to be added, and I will add you. And then in the push group, look for the video where I'm going to, again, just refresh on the power of 3, how it's done, and let's do it.